Hello, you're joining me in my bedroom of my new house that I bought in. Well, I say new house. It's new to me. My house in Wakayama. So I have tidied this room out. It's looking pretty cool. Just got my toolbox in the corner over there with the guitar that came with the house, which I'm quite happy about. Just kept a couple of sort of the neater things that the previous owners left in the house. So some of the furniture and stuff is staying. I'm trying to get a lot of the items out by a junk removal service shortly, so I'm just going to work out the cost of that and the quotes. So they do a 2-ton truck removal for 56,000 yen. So I mean, if we round that up to 60,000 yen, that's roughly how much we're talking. 200, 10, 100. That's like £300 a lorry, and I'm probably going to need about 3 or 4 of those by the looks of it, because we've got maybe 8 cupboards and wardrobes worth to remove, and that's just the furniture before we're talking about things like got washing machines to remove, got ovens and things to remove, and just a lot of furniture. So a lot of the costs will be on removal initially. But there are a lot of really interesting items in this house. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible going through other people's things. Like I say, the owner here, she was an award-winning photographer. So I've been privileged enough to go through some of her collection and stuff here. I think I might donate to a museum at a later date. But I just wanted to sort of focus on this video. I'm rambling about all the cool stuff that's in the house. It's quite exciting, but I just wanted to talk about some of the materials that I'm looking at, because I've just moved some of the stuff around. I'm actually finally able to really inspect some areas of the house and work out, what I want to keep, what I want to repair, what I want to change, what I want to refurbish. And just using this room as a sort of a starting point, it's just I realised that tatami mats in the house are really good condition, which is very nice. They're a good indicator of how much moisture has got into the house, how damp the thing is. There's no mustiness or mold or discoloration on my tatami mats, which is great. That means that generally the house has been well ventilated, and I'm not worried too much about any leaks or moisture getting into the house that shouldn't be there. Again, as well, we've got the lime plaster, which is quite a traditional material that we find in all the Japanese houses. The key bit with those is that you cannot just paint or wallpaper over those, because they're very breathable materials and they're essential to keeping the house well ventilated still. You can get certain kinds of paint that you can use on these, and I will discuss those if I decide to use those, but I'm just trying to see for at least a couple of weeks just how the house ventilates on its own, what's going on, so if there's any sort of spots where maybe there's any mold forming or stuff popping up, because I've still got to fix a couple of the windows as well, which they're fine, but the storm shutters have broken on a couple of latches as well. Like I fixed a couple of those today, so on the window behind me here and the window that's just in front of me, I've been taking a hammer and a ton of WD-40 to those, which isn't exactly a sophisticated technique, but seems to have done the job. And I'm just making sure that there's plenty of fresh air coming through and daylight, just to get rid of some of the nasties and stuff with the UV light coming in. So that's kind of where I'm at today. Like I say, just really going over some of the materials. I've still got to wait for the electrics to come on, so I've got to wait for a new meter to be put in the house. And then I can inspect some of the darker areas of the house that I can't really check out without lights on, really. I mean, I've had a look at my torch and just a basic inspection, but the whole central sort of room of the house is a big tatami room, and there's huge bookcases in the way between there and the windows that are nearest. So I've got to sort of inspect that, sort of just a surface level one at the minute, and then just focus on what I can until obviously the things have been rotated out to access those areas. So yeah, I'm going to focus on just moving more stuff around today. Going to try and get stuff organised, like I say, for this junk removal service. And yeah, I will probably keep you updated things day by day. There's so much to do at the minute that I could make a video about 10 different things at once, so forgive me if I go off point, but the main point today is just to remind you to try and work out ventilation, especially with these walls and stuff. If you're going to be looking at Akiyas, you need to understand the materials, or at least have a basic grasp of the way they're constructed, because they're very different to, say, like a traditional British building, like a brick built property. It's like a very different experience. You can be a lot more aggressive with what you can and can't do structurally in those houses. And yeah, I just think as well that the temptation to just want to come here and whitewash everything as a quick fix would be great, but you just can't be doing that. It's not the way it works. So I am going to be whitewashing some things because I can't help myself. I just want to get it bright and white, but it's got to be done in the right way. So I will keep you updated on that. But anyway, thank you for watching. Feel free to ask any questions, and I will see you in the next video.